my cheekbones too dark?
No, you look gorgeous. I love your makeup, but that needs to go in bloopers.
I'm a mess.
You're not a mess. You're gorgeous. That's good.
That's better?
There.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. People, I'm sorry about my phone. Our guest is saying, okay, he's ready to go in a couple of minutes. Welcome, guys, to Suspish Chat, episode 20.
20.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
20. That's so awesome.
I know. And tonight we have a special guest coming on, who everybody's familiar with. He's been posting in the group, and he kind of comes from the Bailey fan page from a different perspective, which is really cool because normally it's like makeup and murder, but he does something entirely different. And he's decided to come on the chat with us, so we're really lucky to have him.
I know. It's going to be so exciting to talk to him. I can't wait to find out more about what he does. It's just, he's very talented.
I know, he is very talented.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we have going on right now in the group?
So I think pretty much we've touched on the rules a lot lately. I think that everybody knows what they need to do.
With everything going on, just remember that, be supportive, be kind. And I just want to just touch base again that we all love Bailey Sarian. But, there's only one Bailey, okay? And we all, only one, and we all she gives us a certain, vibe, okay? She gives us some, she's kind of like helped us along with some of our passions or a way to express ourselves. Everybody expresses themselves differently. Just be supportive and be kind, and
we all want to channel a little Bailey. So just let everybody channel a little Bailey. If they feel like they look like Bailey, just leave it. You do look like Bailey.
Right? Everybody has a little Bailey in them.
My look was inspired by Bailey today. Pokey eyes, dark lips. It's all Bailey.
Exactly. And you have Aqua Tofana behind you.
And I got my Aqua Tofana and my I don't think I am Bailey, but I like to channel her. So let everybody do it. There's no harm in it. It's not hurting anybody. I'm pretty sure Bailey would be very flattered by it.
Very flattered.
So let's just let people have fun.
Yeah. And I think a couple of girls in the group kind of inspired the team to think about doing a grunge look, like a goth challenge. Because once again, we don't necessarily need a picture of Bailey. She does a lot of grunge looks.
Yes.
But there are also goth inspired looks that we can kind of just say, hey, here's your inspiration, like we do with the watercolor challenge. We don't use a picture of Bailey, we use a wave, all these different colors.
All to have fun.
Yeah, just run with it.
Have fun.
Yes.
And we've got a lot of challenges coming up. So this month, in actually 2 weeks, I'm going to be going to Orlando. And the admin are going to be meeting up. It's going to be really cool. We're going to get to finally meet each other after almost a year.
I know.
And it'll be so exciting. I can't wait to.
I know.
You guys.
It's going to be great to actually share a bottle of wine together.
I know, right? Not pretend share, but really
not
share.
Yeah. And also what we have going on to kind of go along with our trip that Melissa, Sherry, Elsie kind of brainstormed with the team for Disney inspired.
And it's so exciting. So the prizes are going to be Disney inspired prizes. And right now it's the mermaid theme. So it's the Little Mermaid. You have to pick one of the sisters. You can do all of the sisters. Just have fun with it. As always, we love seeing it. There's already 8 entries, which is great. And it ends on the 9th. And then we do, which I'm really looking forward to, it's the villains.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun. I mean, then you can put like you can get your contacts in there, do like a Maleficent or something. Is she Disney?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Sometimes I get mixed up, like who's who, because there's such good characters. Like Disney has some really good villains, but then there's other, I don't know, like doesn't Pixel have a lot of good villains? And
yeah,
I think so, right? What about the Bailey video? I had no idea about that guy.
You watched it though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I figured you did, because we always watch it.
Yeah.
I feel so bad when I don't get to my Bailey on Monday nights. It's like I feel like I'm betraying my passion.
I have to admit, I don't know enough of the chessboard killer to really discuss. I have to rewatch that episode. I think it's so messed up the way the police drop the ball over and over and over
well,
again.
I mean, it was in Russia, so it was in the 80s in Russia, and they just, because they were homeless, didn't care. So
yeah, isn't that crazy?
So crazy. It's insane. I kind of glad we were like adults in the 80s. It seems like a lot of shit went down in the 80s.
The 80s was an interesting time.
I feel like I would have had problems had I been who I was in my 20s in the 80s.
I was an 80s kid. I mean, we were in cars with no seatbelts. We didn't wear helmets. We still played in the mud, and it was still kind of the generation where your parents said, come home when the street lights come on.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I grew up in the 80s. It was 81. So, 80s and 90s, but it seems like that's when a lot of crazies were out,
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. And there was a lot of corruption. Really quickly, I just want to touch base on her Dark History episode. Have you seen it?
Watched it yet or listened to it yet?
Oh, either. Girl.
But it's about lobotomy?
Yeah. Started off with talking about the Kennedy family and how they kind of like had a daughter, Rosemary, that they got botched, and then they just kind of like somehow hid her away from the public. But basically, and she calls it out, the only people that were eligible for the lobotomy were minorities, children, and across the board, women. Yeah. So
well, women were guinea pigs for a lot of things. So
okay, so are you ready to let our guest in?
I am. Hi.
Hi, Brice. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the Chit Chat.
Yes. We're so excited.
Hi, how are you?
So now, Brice, I want you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do. And then we'll get into all the details and have a nice conversation about your projects that you have going on right now.
My name is Brice Sparvinski. I didn't start drawing until about a year ago. Actually, I was a photographer and a graphic designer, just small time logos and things like that. To say that I could even draw a stick figure a year ago is stressing it. But with a lot of hard work and practice, I have just honed my artistic skills into creating animation, and I'm really enjoying it.
Very nice. Well, we are always taking a look. I mean, you're always posting something, a new picture like a week. You do?
I've been doing one a day for the last 16 days. I did take a week vacation where I was out of town and I needed to de-stress. So, but yeah, I've been trying to do one picture a day every day.
And yeah, we felt when you were away because we were like, "Where's Brice? Where's the next picture?"
That's so awesome. No, I posted my first one online, and it was just a picture of Bailey because I'm such a fan, and I actually just recently got into her. I wasn't very much of a YouTuber. I am from an early 90s generation where the internet is still kind of folly to me. But, you know, I started watching her one day when I was at work. I sit at a desk and do math all day. I'm an accountant. So I would just put her videos on in the background and listen to her. And I just got so enamored with her and her stories and the way that she tells them. And one day I was just like, I'm going to draw a picture of her. And a friend of mine had actually suggested sharing it to your group. And I was like, okay, awesome. And so I did, and it kind of took off from there. And I was like, oh, people are really responding to this, and I like it. So I just kept doing it.
Yes, and you do her in different scenarios. So you do her in like the things we all relate to, like The Simpsons. You've done her in different like just cartoons or things that we all are very familiar with. What are some of the other things that you kind of put her in? I know there's like a bunch of them and I don't want to miss out. So can you kind of like tell us what you've done so far and what's like, I don't know, what do you call cartoons or graphics?
Which is your favorite?
Oh,
my favorite was actually the one that I posted today, and it was a recommendation from someone in the group. They wanted to see Bailey and Fernando in Super Jail, which is a cartoon, an adult cartoon that I had seen a few times but never really knew. And she had suggested also putting Saint in there, which is their dog, in another cartoon style called Mr. Pickles. So I just watched a couple episodes last night, well, actually yesterday, and then I spent about 6 hours working on this piece last night, and I honestly was impressed with myself. I sat down and my husband was sitting on the opposite side of the couch, and I looked at him and I was like, I think this is my favorite. And he agreed. He was like, yeah, it's my favorite too. But I've done many different cartoons. I've done Adventure Time, The Simpsons. I did a kind of an obscure Disney cartoon called Star versus the Forces of Evil, which honestly was my second favorite one. That really took off that people seem to respond to, though, was the Family Guy one. People loved that one. And I thought it was funny. And so I put Peter in there, you know, at the bottom of the stairs and Bailey standing over him, kind of looking like she was guilty of something.
And one of my favorites is South Park.
You get in trouble. You get in trouble.
Yeah, that's my husband's favorite cartoon. He loves South Park. So
she has like the bloody She has like a bloody knife where she killed Kenny.
Oh my God!
Yep.
They killed Kenny.
It's brilliant.
I haven't seen that one, but I saw your Scooby-Doo one. That one was pretty awesome.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
I think your art is really amazing. I think it's so cool that it's only been a year that you've been doing this. It's just
thank you.
Really awesome. You're very talented.
I actually, on my personal page, I had put a side-by-side of the first drawing that I had did, which was kind of a portrait of my husband, and it was not good. And then something more recent, and then I wanted to put a positive message out there, you know, just to tell people that if you work hard and you put in the work and determination, you can accomplish anything. A big thing in my life is the I can't. You know, I hate hearing I can't. I can't. You can do anything in life.
Yeah.
Anything whatsoever.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely. So now, with as far as your art is concerned, do you have an Instagram?
I do, yes. It's under N Sparvinski, and that's Sparvinski.
Okay. And if somebody goes there, they can see all of your artwork.
Yes. Yeah.
And is your artwork for sale?
I was just gonna
a few people have asked me if they could purchase pieces. I have no problem with that right now. I'm trying to set up an Etsy account. I did not obviously expect this in the last 3 weeks. The support has been so overwhelming, but yes, soon they will be available for purchase.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So will you duplicate photos or drawings, or will they be one of a kinds that you buy it, that's what you get? There will be no other ones like it.
So right now I am offering a deal on my Instagram. For $25 a person, you can get a personalized one of yourself, or maybe a friend, or a partner, anything like that. Or if you just want one of the ones that I've already posted, I'm selling those for $15.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna get a whole collection. Now, how many of Bailey are you doing? So you've done 16 days straight. Are you stopping? Is there like a certain amount that you want to do, or are you just going to continue doing?
Right now, I don't have any intentions on stopping. I would like to slow down and say, you know, maybe not one a day, but maybe one a week. The problem that I'm overcoming is that I work a full-time job. I work 45 hours a week, and then I'm coming home and working another, 5 to 6 hours on a drawing, and it's not leaving a lot of room for personal life. So I am thinking that I'm going to start slowing down and just maybe do once a week. But right now I have no intentions or plans of stopping, at least until she notices.
Well, you did get notice.
By
Right.
Fernando, yes. He liked all of my photos on Instagram, and then even commented on one with a bunch of heart emojis, which was really cool for me. Her official fan page, they did share one of my photos of her, and it got a pretty good response on there as well. It was the first photo that I did of her, which was more of a portrait of her.
I remember that one. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
That was the very first one that I did that said Suspish. It was next to her in the big purple letters.
That's
so
absolutely
awesome.
beautiful. I know.
I never thought that I was a talented artist as far as drawing was concerned. But yeah, I mean, this has been a really big thing for me. I love it.
So exciting.
You're very
I can't wait to
talented.
see you go amazing places.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I
I
really
can
appreciate
absolutely
it.
see that. Yeah. Can absolutely see you taking off. And I just know it. Like, when you just have a gut feeling, and I'm just like, yeah, he's on to something. This artwork is really unique and no one's ever done it. I don't know anybody who's ever done it. So I think that you're exactly where you need to be, and you're doing an amazing job, and we love it. So
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to the next piece.
A big part of me learning how to draw, actually, my father-in-law, my husband, his family and I were really close. They were amazing people, and they had ran a tattoo parlor here in town, and they worked together. They did tattoos and piercings, and they were great people. They were part of a motorcycle club called the Iron Order, and they did charity rides for kids with autism and things of that nature. 2 years ago, his mother was diagnosed with cancer, and unfortunately she had passed. And then 6 months later, his dad was in an accident and it also passed. And
Oh my
so
God.
the tattoo shop was kind of left, unattended. And eventually it had to be sold off, or I think actually they willed it to another family member who was already pre-established. But there was a bunch of art books that were left over, and it was something that my husband loved to see from his dad, his artwork and things like that. It was something he had grown up with. And I think that I'm just trying to keep that piece of him alive in our marriage, so that he can experience that and have something that feels familiar to him.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Definitely inspiration.
Yes. I got goosebumps. Just let you know, I got goosebumps.
Look at my heartstrings, man.
I know.
My husband is a huge inspiration for me every day. I love him. We've been together for a long time, and his family was such an important thing to me. And it's been a trial trying to readjust to our lives that aren't seeming to be normal anymore with this, this new world that we're living in, and so many changes, and the distance between people and loved ones. And it's been a hard go, but it's things like this and this positive attention and things that we put out into the world that just makes so much difference, to everybody. And
Yes.
I'm in the business to see everyone succeed. We only get one life, and it's just live it to the fullest, take every chance you can, explore everything and just, live.
Yes.
Yeah,
What's your
go ahead.
favorite Bailey episode?
Okay, so we have an ongoing joke in my marriage. My husband does look like Jeffrey Dahmer, like a very young Jeffrey Dahmer. And I even have like a picture in my bedroom of them side by side that he hates, and he hides it through the house all the time. But I do love that episode just because of the reference with him. He looks so much like young Jeffrey Dahmer, and it's so funny. I would be a little intimidated if you weren't. I would be a little intimidated if you weren't already born when Jeffrey had passed. But no, he's. It's just an ongoing thing in our marriage, and so that episode for me is my favorite, just because I like watching things about him. Just because I'm always like, look, honey, it's you on TV.
And what about a Bailey look? Like, do you have a favorite Bailey makeup look that you think that she's done really, that just stands out from the rest of them?
So red eyeshadow and orange eyeshadow are always a big thing for me. I love when women wear that like smoky red or that smoky orange. I just love it. Anytime she does a look like that, I'm just totally enamored with it. I'm like, gosh, she looks so good.
She does. She's amazing. She's amazing.
I would love to pick her brain about doing makeup.
Right. Those are two hard colors to manipulate, to work in. I don't know how she does it. It would be just all over the
right, because it's either it's going to go really well and you'll look amazing, or you'll look like a corpse, or
I've tried red.
Maybe your local drug addict.
It ends up looking like I've got really bad bloodshot eyes.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my God.
I actually really like the shade of lipstick that you're wearing. That brown suits you really well. It's very pretty.
Thank you. I told my husband, I said to him when I was getting ready, he's like, you look very fall or winter. It's not summer look,
right?
Babe.
Brice, thank you so much for coming on. And
it's such a pleasure to talk to you.
You guys as well. Thank you so much for having me. It's been so awesome. I was so excited and nervous about today, but it went great, I think.
Yeah,
I think it went excellent.
Well, thank you.
So amazing.
Thank you. You all are also amazing. I love your content. I love the space that you all have created for everybody. I mean, it's just awesome. So thank you all.
Thank you. And we love having you a part of the group. You're just this special, real special perspective coming in with this art, and just, we love it. We love it. So if there's anything else we can do to help you, let us know, because we want to make sure that you succeed and that you have a safe place in our group to do and share what everything Brice is about. So we love it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Brice, if you do agree to do this picture of the team, make sure she gives you a good picture of me. I already told her.
Okay.
There are no bad pictures of Jen, first of all. None.
You're very beautiful. Both of you are very beautiful. Okay.
Maybe I should give him the worst pictures of all of us and let him just do his thing.
All I have flashing through my head right now is the roller pictures from our 50s challenge.
Yes. Maybe we should do that.
That would be great. I would love to do that. I would do all, but I also want, so what I wanted was a picture of each of you, and then I would like you all to send me what your favorite cartoon is. And then I will draw you as that, you as that form of cartoon. So awesome. I think that would be fun. And you actually had a really good idea to do it in like a Brady Bunch kind of thing. And I thought that was so awesome. And actually, I kind of stole your idea. I wasn't going to use it, but I just wanted to play around with it. And I actually maneuvered it with all the characters that I had created of Bailey. I just was like, I want to see how this is going to work out. And it turned out really cool.
Yes. You know where I actually stole the idea, the drag queens from RuPaul redid the Brady Bunch. And it's hilarious.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Oh,
I'd love to see that.
Forgot how much I love the Brady Bunch.
George Glass.
So yeah, I am going to send you all the information, the pictures, everything, and you work your magic, and whatever it is, we're gonna love it. So
I will do that. Awesome.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited for it.
Yay.
So thank you, Brice, for coming on, and I can't wait to post this. And maybe we'll see. Our birthday for the group is coming up in October. So,
My birthday is next week, so
Ooh, happy birthday.
thank you. Thank you. I'm excited.
have a terrific birthday, and
Thank you so much.
we'll see you guys in the group. Well, we'll see you, Brice, in the group, and
I'll see you tomorrow.
yes,
Yeah, we can't wait to see the next picture.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks.
all right.
Have a
Well,
great night.
have a good
Thank you
night.
too. Bye.
Bye.
That was so wonderful. He's so talented.
What a sweetheart. He's just he's such like a humble, sweet.
Yeah.
I love it. And when he was talking about his husband and his family and kind of why he does his art or what inspires him to, it's just a beautiful story.
Sweet. It's not often, you get like a genuinely
Yeah.
kind-hearted, beautiful soul, and you can just tell he is. And
Yes. We're very lucky to have him.
we
very
have some
lucky.
amazing members in our group, and I love seeing this. I can't wait to see some of the other people who we have lined up for the chat. It's going to be so great.
I know. Yeah. So we're going to have like a UK takeover too. Don't forget about that.
It's gonna
Want
be
Betty
amazing.
now?
And I can't
Yes.
believe we're rounding out to a year since the page started.
I know.
In a couple weeks after you started the page, and
Yeah.
it's one crazy wild ride, and it just
I
keeps
know.
going.
I know. And it's going to get better and better and better. It really is. But like we've been through ups, we've been through downs, and we're starting to, I think we kind of got the groove where we got, no matter what comes our way, we're on it.
Mhm. We've got a good, I say we've got a good feeling, but I think we're more of a family. We've got a good little family behind us, and support each other and pick each other up when we need it, and that's what you need. And
Yes.
Emily, I tell myself regularly, especially now in my life, because I'm at that point where you can't pick the family you were born into, but you can pick the family that you have.
Amen.
Yes,
And
yes,
it's a
girl.
really true story. And the
It's
people
so
who
true.
are in my family are just beautiful humans. And I
It's
love
so
all.
true. And also, don't forget, team collections. Your collection came out today.
I know. I'm so excited. The stuff that's coming out in these collections is beautiful. It's so amazing. And it really shows the person. Like it
Mhm.
really gives you an insight of who that person is.
Yes.
So support them. Check out the merch store. Check it out. It's just, I'm a fan.
Yes. And the entire merch store. Now remember, the entire merch store, it's very creative. It's very different with all the different variations of like jewelry and clothing that we have, but it's all designed to be accessible and affordable for every single person in no matter what you have, no matter where you're coming from, you will be able to get yourself something nice from the merch store. Anybody who orders this month from the collections is getting a thank you gift from me with the card that I'm sending out to everybody. So I know that a couple people have ordered already, so they'll be getting out their secret gifts. So guys, don't wait. Like you have this month to kind of kick off the collections and just kind of take a look at what the Janie McBride collection is all about, what the Jen Rentis collection is all about, what the Lorraine Campbell collection, Alyssa, like we have so many different collections. I haven't put out mine yet though.
Cat's coming. Connie's
Cat's
coming.
coming.
They should. You said you wanted to have them all out by this weekend, right?
I'm going to have them out by this weekend. So this month, anybody who orders within those collections, and you have 9 collections to choose from, you will be getting a special thank you gift from me.
That's so sweet. She's such a sweetheart.
Because I just want, it's it's nice to kind of have people. Everything in the store is an expression of us, expression of Bailey. It's expression of the murder mystery and makeup, and We want to just spread it.
I can't wait to see your collection. Thanks for watching episode 20. I can't believe it's 20 of the Suspish Chit Chat. We really are happy you joined us. No winners this week, but make sure you participate in the mermaid because you could be a winner next week.
Yes, and the mermaid gifts, the prize for the mermaid is pretty damn cool. Okay, the close of episode 20. Thank you for joining us. And if you have anything else you want to discuss or us to talk about,